Three, two, one. We should be live. Keith, I'll let you take the intro.
Hello, world. Welcome to a special breakfast edition for those of you on the Pacific time zone. We are the Beerumverate. We are the original trifecta. In engineering, we have Matt, aka Burkoff.
Yo.
In tactical, we have Evan, also known as the stand user.
Hello.
And I am your handsome, daring, and noble captain of this starship, Beerumverate.
God, did you just say Starship? Is that a Star Trek reference?
It is.
I don't like where this is going. I don't like where this is going at all.
It's also a beer RPG hour reference. Yeah. You might have to. You might have to.
What the fuck does that mean?
Well, because it's the RPG that we're working on.
Oh, it's a beer RPG.
Oh, does that mean you're more or less interested? Still about the same. It's supposed to cut in your hair. I don't know. You're cutting your toenails or something. Yeah, I've got.
Yes. Yeah. That's exactly what I was doing. How did you know?
I'm too busy. I'm cutting my toenails to do your RPG thing.
You knew I was going to talk about Shadows of the Empire. Next thing you know, when I cut my toenails.
Yeah. Yeah, I've hacked your. That's why you put the tape over the
camera every
time on your laptop. Yes. It's because I've been hacking you. I've been watching you. Because if we're not going to watch the people from Wisconsin who are obviously involved in some kind of international conspiracy, what are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
What are
we doing?
We are doing a podcast where we're talking about beer and video games. We are the original trifecta of the Beerumverate, three guys from Sifted.net who like talking about good beer and video games. We are not here to promote drinking. Please drink responsibly. Any beers or breweries we may mention on the podcast haven't paid us because we might not like something and say something bad about it. Like blood or in jail. What the fuck was that?
Seriously, what were you thinking?
Yeah.
You know what you were trying? I was trying new things.
Yeah. Yeah, but I knew I wouldn't like it. I was just doing it to kind of prove to myself and everyone else who thinks fruit beer is a good idea that it's not. Right. I think I've spoken enough. What are we getting into this week?
Well, you guys want to get into your beers? What you're drinking?
Yeah. I guess I'll start. I just poured mine. So I think I probably spoke about this brewery before, Mino Beer. They're a brewery from
that sounds
Mino
like
City.
Someone with very bad English who doesn't drink lager.
No, it's Minoh. It's a small city just north of Osaka. They're my favorite brewery in Japan. I just recently this year subscribed to a brewery bi-monthly brewery delivery service. So you pay a yearly fee, and every 2 months they send you a 12 pack or a case of beer, including 2 of their kind of year-round beers and 1 seasonal beer. So I got this one here, and I guess Mino is famous for monkeys. I guess there's a lot of monkeys in Mino, so that's their little mascot kind of logo there.
Are they the ones that bathe in the hot springs in the
winter? Probably a similar kind of monkey, but different area.
Okay.
I actually don't. I don't know. There's monkeys in the mountains in Japan. All these monkeys in the mountains.
Oh my god! I'm gonna change it. # monkeys in the mountains.
Monkeys in the mountains.
Is that the sequel to Gorillas in the Mist? It's like the lame sequel to Aladdin, like the bootleg one. It's like the King of Thieves or whatever. It's like no one saw that fucking movie.
Right.
But anyways, yes, their seasonal is the Blooming IPA. So it's an IPA. It's 6%.
Nice.
I believe I'm looking up some notes on here. It's brewed using 5 different kinds of American hops and uses Belgian yeast during fermentation.
That's okay.
The nose is very citrusy. Yeah, good. It's not blood orange, just citrus aroma. nice crisp hoppy bitterness on the back end there, and yeah, it's a bit lighter. It's not as heavy as you think 6%. I know American IPAs tend to get over 6%. Like 6% is like where you should start with an American IPA, but
Yeah.
It's not that bitter. It's not overpowering, which is good.
I'm surprised
So, yeah,
with 5 different hops that it's not peeling the enamel off your teeth.
No, it's not. It's not that type of beer at all. It's the front end is very very light, and then in the back end you get that like really crisp punch of hoppy bitterness, but it's not overpowering. It's if anything, it feels like a session IPA, like because it just
Okay.
seems very drinkable. Like you're not gonna drink one of these and feel like you just had a fucking ham sandwich or something.
Nice.
So it's dangerous.
Yes, especially at 6%.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not as high as it a lot of these IPAs do get, especially using American hops. But no, this is good. I like it. I'm glad I did this delivery service. It was a bit costly, but it's nice forgetting about it, and then all of a sudden, like a case of beer just shows up at your doorstep. So it's quite nice.
That is cool.
No, it's got slightly less hops than your shirt.
Oh, you know it, man. Yeah, this is my hop shirt. Just with the lighting, it looks a bit red. It's actually green. Yeah. These sleeves come rolled up too. You can't unroll.
Well, you wouldn't be able to show off your guns otherwise.
Now, if Tan from Queer Eye, if you take anything from Queer Eye, if you wear a button-up shirt, you got to roll your sleeves up twice. Anyways, so this is what I'm drinking. It's very nice. It is dangerous. Keith, how about yourself? What do you drink?
I've talked about this before, so I won't spend too much time. But Witchwood Golden Goblin. I'd say yes, nice. Thank you very much. I think this is the first episode. Matt and I we talked about which were breweries and how much I like their beers.
Yeah, I need to pick some up myself.
They sell those at an import store in Japan. I tried to find a Hobgoblin, which they usually sell. They didn't have it, unfortunately. I was going to try to crack that, but yeah, I do like them as well.
Matt, you're probably drinking coffee because it's 7:25 in the morning.
Yeah, so I'm not drinking beer. As I mentioned, I think my wife would probably kill me if I was up this early and just started cracking beers. But last night,
especially when you need to be up on the roof later.
Yeah. Yeah, go fix that hole
is
on the roof.
Is that a euphemism for something?
No, but last night I did try another local brewery, which is not Tenaya Creek. I tweeted out, if anybody was paying attention, that I cheated on Tenaya and I got a beer from Bad Beat, which is quite a bit further from my house. It's probably 45-minute drive. But they've got some good...
if you're going to cheat, you might as well go that bit further so that no one spots you.
Exactly. You got to. But yeah, they came out with a beer called I Heart Nevada or I Heart NV, which is an amber lager. And I think that's the first time I've seen anything quite like that. Usually if they're doing ambers, they're doing ales. It was interesting. It's got not really much to the nose. It does have a bit of a caramely taste to the malt.
Do you mean caramel?
Or caramel.
Don't listen to him. We fought a war for a reason, Matt.
To pronounce words differently.
Yeah, don't go back on that. Anyways,
it's really really crisp, super high clarity, which could be expected from most lagers. I was pleasantly surprised. I ran through 3 of them last night.
So, do you think they'd just taken an amber ale and lagered it, or do you think they'd actually started off with the idea of doing a amber lager?
That's a good question. I'll have to tweet at them and find out. It tastes like they must have used lager yeast, otherwise it wouldn't be as clear.
Mm.
So, at least that's my impression.
Speaking of mine's very, very cloudy, which I always like. I like a cloudy beer. I'm sorry. I immediately regret saying that.
I said, oh, mine's very, very cloudy. I'm going to the doctor's tomorrow.
Yeah, and I think you need to go to the doctor. So you cheated on a beer you usually get there, and I mean, are you happy with your choice?
Yeah. Well, so the Lee's liquor store here, it's a local chain. They always do a build your own case, so you can get 4 6-packs for about $1 a beer.
Oh my god, you're so fucking lucky.
Yeah,
so
it's
lucky.
it's $1 a beer, like before tax. So
that is
out the door price is $25.
I'm trying to get a bit more light on my face this time around because it's actually daytime here. Normally when I do this, it's dark.
Yeah. So yeah, normally they have the build your own case on just the Tenaya Creek, but this time they had it on Bad Beat. So I was like, all right, a new beer, and I get to build my own case out of it. So I had to take him up on the opportunity.
Definitely.
Right. Do we want to get into rumors?
Yes, definitely.
Rumor mill.
Now, Matt, I'm particularly interested in yours, but Evan, can we start with you?
I don't have any rumors.
Save the best till last. So that was good. That was a quick one out of the way. My rumor is after EA's announcement that they've got the totally wrong end of the stick about what happened to the Anthem launch. I was searching the grey web, which is just a bit above the dark web.
Okay.
Because I won't go into the dark web because there's all that nefarious shit that happens there that really no one should see. So I was in the grey web, and there were some articles saying that the conspiracy that was started around the royal family and other key members of society actually being alien lizards is untrue.
What? They're not alien lizards?
Are you sure about this?
They're actually goldfish.
Do you think David Icke is
David Icke
actually penned these? David Icke. I apologize. Sorry, David Icke.
Keen viewer.
He's using some sort of reverse psychology and trying to get people back on the lizards from the fourth dimension thing, or maybe not.
But what I believe may be the case is EA have been infiltrated by these goldfish people, and because they've got such short-term memories, they thought what actually went wrong with Anthem was actually the right thing to do. And then
keep going.
So they realized what went wrong, and they saw what happened. It's like, we launched a broken game that was only half complete, and then we got vilified for it. And so what should we do next time? Well, maybe we should do something different. And in their goldfish brains, it just ticked over. So of course, what we need to do is launch more games in early access that are incomplete, so that we can try and fix them later down the line.
So wait, let me get this straight. The top executives at EA are related to the royal family?
No, they're just part of the same conspiracy. They're part of the alien goldfish invasion.
Are there aliens now? What is this? Fucking Sonic the Hedgehog?
How did you know?
Oh,
the people at Paramount are part of it too. They saw the designs for Sonic and thought they look like shit, and then they turned around and then they forgot that they realized the design for Sonic looked like shit, and then by that point someone had already left and run with it.
You know, I laughed, but now I'm starting to see the bigger picture here. The lines are being drawn in my head subconsciously. Holy shit.
The connections are there.
If you look hard
if
enough.
If you dig.
if you're wise enough to see them, the connections are there.
Well then.
Wow.
From the ridiculous to the sublime.
I don't know if I can follow it up. My rumor's not quite that good.
You know, this might turn out.
I told you we
Remember that-
shouldn't go conspiracy theory because I will just
I love
run
it.
with it.
I love it. I mean,
you guys better be careful. This might turn out like that Mel Gibson movie where he actually gave out about
Conspiracy
a conspiracy
theory.
theory that happened to be true. Like, it wasn't the movie was just called Conspiracy Theory, wasn't it?
yes.
Yeah, and which is what we've already
my
talked about with Matt and his compulsion to buy Final Fantasy VII, no matter when it's
Oh,
released.
is that what you're talking about? Instead of the Catcher in the Rye?
Instead of the Catcher in the Rye. So
Oh,
people can
okay.
track-
I must have missed it. I had
You were
no
on
idea.
that show, for fuck's sake.
God. Are you? Well, I was here in body. I don't know where mine was.
That must have been a Friday night for me because even I don't remember that.
Keith is the keeper of the memory. Definitely.
And that's why I'm the captain of this starship.
You are. Yeah. I don't disagree with you.
So we've
You
got
remember that I talked about Shadows of the Empire like 3
before
years
you
ago,
even
and then you
mentioned it. Yeah.
yeah. All right.
I'm gonna redshirt one of you at this rate.
Star Trek.
I don't like
reference.
these. I don't like these Star Trek references. All right, Matt. What's your what did a little bird
Yeah.
tweet in your ear?
Well, I was talking to Varys, and his little birds told him that some lawyers.
Game of Thrones is going downhill. Just kidding.
Well, we can get into that after the show, maybe.
Okay. All right. So what did he say?
Some lawyers at the NAACP. You're back. You didn't crash. Some lawyers at the NAACP are gearing up to sue Square Enix over.
Okay.
Was that a hard crash or my Wi-Fi went funny?
Your Wi-Fi went funny. You didn't crash.
Fuck's sake.
All right,
Since I started this call, there's probably dropped off loads of what you were just talking about.
So should I start again then? Did you not catch on?
Yeah. Rewind it.
All right. So I was talking to Varys, and his little birds told him that some lawyers at the NAACP are gearing up to sue Square Enix over the Barrett character